Welcome back, explorers. This is Captain Skylar, and it is day 182 here on planet 4546b. Today we're heading out to one of the most formidable biomes on the planet, the Crystal Caves, to have a sleepover. Yes, you heard right. We are taking the sleeper module, fabricator, and storage facility to the Crystal Caves. It is a maze of glowing crystals, dangerous depths, and of course, the infamous Shadow Leviathan. If you're planning to dive this deep, you're going to need nerves of steel and the deepest diving module for your SeaTruck, because we're heading down to depths between 480 and 840 meters. Now, the best way to get into these caves is through some cracks in the ocean floor. Roundabouts here by the tree spears, here in the lily pads, or here in the purple vents. The caves aren't just pretty to look at, they're also home to some rare resources, unique fauna, and some very dangerous residents. So buckle up and let's dive in. Now, as we enter, you are going to notice the abundance of crystals. Each one captures the light in a way that is both beautiful and eerie. But don't get too distracted by the glow. You'll want to stay alert. There are some friendly creatures down here, like the triops, a small scavenger fish that pretty much keeps to itself. Then there's the good old bladderfish that we know that swims around on the twisty bridges. Not much of a threat, but if you're looking for water, they're a good grab along the way. And if you start to get hungry down here, there is the featherfish as well. So if you have your fabricator on the back of the truck like me, you can set up camp here for a while. And then there is the Shadow Leviathan. And you never know when it's going to creep up behind you. Now, the Shadow Leviathan is one of the most dangerous creatures on this planet. Now, I handled that situation quite calmly, but don't worry, I'm not always this calm. Sometimes I freak out a little bit. The Shadow Leviathan is one of the most dangerous creatures on this planet, and trust me, it earned its name. The thing practically is silent. So if you see it, you're already too close. Now, there are a couple of ways to deal with this guy. If you're swimming and he catches you, go low as possible. Use rocks to try and get in between you and him, like I did. If you're in the SeaTruck, I've got a trick for you. You can, if you want to, use the perimeter defense module and give it a good zap. That should buy you enough time to move out of its way. But don't rely on this too much, it's not a permanent solution, and it does suck energy from your SeaTruck's battery like something cruel.
Activating the perimeter defense module releases an electric shockwave that temporarily deters aggressive fauna. Warning, effectiveness is limited.
But there is another trick, and this one is a little bit unorthodox and requires a little bit of practice. It is simply to just leave the driver's seat and wander around to the back modules. Oddly enough, the Shadow Leviathan won't bother you if you're up and about. I don't know what developer did that. Someone obviously overlooked some coding, but thank you. Just make sure you're not moving forward when you hop out of the driver's seat, or you'll exit the SeaTruck entirely. And trust me, you do not want to be floating outside with that thing nearby. If you're lucky, the Leviathan might get itself stuck in the crystal sometimes. It's a bit of a glitch as well. But hey, if it's not going anywhere, this is the perfect chance to scan it. Just do it carefully. Now, for those of you who bought your Prawn Suit, I didn't, but if you do, the crystal caves are a treasure trove. There's a wealth of metals and rock deposits down here, and if you're lucky, you'll find some special Prawn Suit upgrades, such as the tornado cannon and propulsion cannon for the arms. Now, just below the crystal caves, we've got the Fissure Caves. They are very minor biomes. You'll know you're there when everything turns a shade of green and you start seeing these hyperthermal vents scattered around. Oh, and look out for the rock puncher eggs. You'll find a good few tucked away here and there if you know where to look. The Fissure Caves are rich in hydrothermal energy, containing extensive deposits of metals and minerals. These vents can be hazardous, so exercise caution when mining in the vicinity. The place is also a gold mine if you need raw materials, and at the bottom you'll find the entrance to the Red Fabricator Caves. It's worth the dive if you're well equipped and can handle the pressure. Literally. And let's not forget, when you finally want to deal with the architect's quest, this is the place to go in the end. Now, you're not getting far down here without the deepest diving module. Anything less than MK3 and you'll be feeling that pressure in no time.
The depth module MK3 extends the SeaTruck's crash limit to 1,100 meters, allowing for exploration of biomes beyond standard pressure thresholds.
So if you're aiming to explore these caves thoroughly, make sure your SeaTruck can handle the dive. Right, now let's stretch our legs and go for a nap. You don't have to worry about the Shadow Leviathan attacking you while you're sleeping. Once again, that creature cannot get to you while you're in your modules. But guys, I think it's time we head on out of here. We have a quick little breakfast, and then we can leave. The Crystal Caves is a biome filled with beauty, danger, and enough resources to keep you going for days. Just don't let the glow of the crystals lull you into a false sense of security. Between the Shadow Leviathan and the crashing depths, this place has plenty of ways to catch you off guard.
Reminder: respawn protocols are in place if fatality occurs during exploration.
Right. Thanks for that, PDA. Nothing like a reminder that if you die, you'll respawn back in your SeaTruck, ready to go again. So here's to another dive survived. And next time, maybe we'll try a biome where the wildlife doesn't want us for lunch. Guys, thanks so much for joining me on this adventure. We're going to be returning back home to life pod number 5. But before you leave, just take a look at what's finally melted through the ice. That's right, the SeaMonkey returns. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, check out the SeaTruck review video. I can't believe when I came back, it was just floating there as if nothing had happened. Having been After I'd stripped it from its batteries and all the upgrades, it was just lying there like some sort of destitute sea truck. Guys, thanks for watching this video. Commander, over and out.